Last week we started off mid-battle. The majority of the party and the recently disguised and ever-flamboyant Rumpold are in a pitched battle aboard the speeding Sally's Ruin. Dividing Regina, Relentless and their crew up, the friendly boys, holding their own against the Sea Queen and her loyal but bewildered pirates, fought bravely upon the high seas. Back in Sutton Shore, Pip awakes to find herself once again left alone in the empty Knackle's tackle. She sets off to keep her appointment with Professor Spine in the Dandy Sage, where they make contact with Madame Elspeth and arrange to meet her. Once Professor leaves the tavern, there is a flash of blue light and an axe hurtles through the window and embedding itself in a beam next to Pip's head. So, now it's over done with, ready to roll over and die. So, this week we'll start back at the Sally Drone. So, in pitched mid-battle. So we're going to go to the top of the round with the ever-dwindling pirates.
Did I take any of them out?
Indeed.
You took 5 out, no?
You still have your fire breath going from last week.
Well, no, I lit them on fire.
You did. And they all took damage.
Yeah,
They didn't die.
They didn't die.
But they are on fire, so
They are.
I wouldn't worry.
As good as that!
I'm sure your 10 hit points will be fine.
Yeah, it'll be absolutely fine.
And the pirates! The pirates,
Remember what
They
you did
changed in
last
between.
week?
Nothing.
I set a
He
cheeky,
did nothing.
I
I'm just
set a
impressed.
cheeky little snare
Well, no.
for our crabby friend.
Oh, of course.
She was
Relentless.
relentless.
Yes.
And I disappeared afterwards.
Oh, yes, you
and
did.
giggled.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Bless you.
Aya's departed the battlefield. So Pip's not here. Oh, no, sorry.
Get out.
So Pip's not here. Parter's invisible. You're on the side of the ship. You look like Relentless. No one can tell that you're not.
And I'm on my back.
And you're on your back. Aya, you departed the battle scene and went up to the forecastle and were fighting.
Did I go up? I thought I dragged her down.
No, you had to go up into the forecastle
okay.
and then
And
dragged her off
right,
that
okay.
and then move further
Yes,
to the rear of the
I was
ship.
quite
You're only
far away
like
from
10,
them.
15 feet from the ship, which leaves 15 pirates and Chad.
Well, at
Oh,
least
we didn't
5
do
of them
this
are on
today.
fire.
Perfect
True.
for an area of effect spell.
Exactly.
Don't worry.
But
Like Greece.
the good news is
Yeah.
Good news.
only
For
8
once.
of them can surround you at any one time. So
Oh,
only
that's-
8 of them can attack you.
Phew!
So
Only.
you've got another 7 like all cheering.
Oh, you've only got 11.
Yay!
I do only have 11 hit points.
But actually the other 7 we're going to go and try and tackle Nicky Knackle to the floor.
I probably should have asked how many pirates there were before I lit them on fire.
15.
And none of them are dead?
None of them are dead.
Even the ones that I stabbed in the head with my
Yes.
arm fists?
Do we
Oh.
want,
Blades?
do we want
Good
to
point.
be killing them?
With my arm blade fists.
And this is
The pirates, yeah.
2 of them
funny
are
'cause
dead.
Ha 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 ha.
not killing.
And the rest, so the other 3 are on fire.
Good.
So
Did you
2 more
kill
take their place.
I
So you're
killed 2
surrounded
of
by
them.
8. So 16 attacks on Chad.
Oh, wow.
Your prop's gonna be fine.
You'll be fine.
Are you going?
What's the worst that could happen?
What is the worst that could happen? I should have used grease.
Or fly, you could just...
Yeah.
So the first one, let's do this
Misses.
properly.
Gets caught on fire.
It's never
Gets
good.
caught
Falls
on
off the
fire.
boat.
Do you want
Maybe
us all to
on
Gets
fire.
eaten by a kraken.
We can all pretend to be pirates and take a roll, Tim.
Take
Yeah,
a
but then I
roll
don't
at
want
him.
I don't want Chad to blame any one of you for his death.
Oh, no,
Um,
don't
I
worry.
don't
We'll
care.
take that.
So
We'll
the
take
first
that
one's AC 11,
For his death.
15.
He's foreseeing that you're dying.
critical hit.
Oh,
A AC 14.
He's only got
11.
So AC 15. So 1 hits, 1 crit. That was
I'll be fine.
5. This is 6.
Is he doing this 16 times?
yes.
Yeah.
That's why I said we can be pirates. and
Shit,
help.
son.
That one will hit.
Oh, you dead.
That'll hit.
Damn,
That'll hit.
Daniel.
You're
2 more
definitely
hits.
dead.
Wow.
But you're saying
That'll
there's a
hit.
chance.
That one.
It looks good, though. Even now, it still looks good in your top, because you've got the sleeveless.
Yeah.
That's true.
And the hat.
Yeah.
And I lit people on fire.
That's not too
Where are
bad.
you in the
5 hits, 1 crit. That's not too bad.
One
I mean,
crit?
Yeah,
How many?
Let's just say they
Points
get
of
2
damage
points
has
of
he got?
damage each.
we'll figure it out. We'll figure this out together.
He hasn't got
Maybe they'll
any.
all get 1.
Yeah.
There's some hope. They probably fall
Yeah.
over each other.
You just have
Yeah.
to hope that it's less
They're
than
on
50.
fire. They probably have disadvantage.
9,
If it's 50.
They run straight into him.
Okay,
like
so
a
you're already
pirate.
at 9.
die.
You're already at 9 hit points there. He's done.
12,
Three burning pirates.
17.
Hug you.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
Have faith.
20.
Have faith.
How many hit points did you
26.
10.
Tim is way too happy.
Tim.
38 points of
Oh,
slashing
fuck.
damage.
He's not that far away from dying. He's only got 50 total.
Oh, it's you just go down to 0. If you take negative your maximum health in one shot,
Okay.
you die.
So I'm at negative.
You just at 0.
No, you're at 0.
You're at 0.
Well, I
If
did.
all of them had hit 50,
yeah,
sorry.
that's the screen that you want.
Well, it has to be one single attack.
It's a very sad
As well.
face.
Yeah, so in that,
Is it the dead
in
face?
all those rolls,
Yeah.
if it
Oh,
hit
If
Yes.
one sword had done 50
Don't
points
worry,
damage, and
Chad.
then you died out.
Don't worry there, Chad.
at this level, it's fine.
Tim, why
you
do you
be
look like
alright
you're
there,
enjoying
Chad.
yourself?
Shitty grease.
We're playing D&D.
In your in your
Because-
in your nice new little jacket?
He is
You
open.
can purchase them on our
basically,
merch
what he's,
store.
You can't do
What
We
he's
don't
done.
That's false information.
What has he done, Josh? You
What
tell us.
he's done with teasing us with the little boat that took us out to this big boat was basically the same thing as opening up the door to like the safe zone in a nursery, and the kids just wander
I
out.
don't think Tim teased us to
Can I just
I
take
think
over
Tim-
No,
his
I
I
ship.
just don't think how many times, like,
we
you
got
know,
we
didn't-
got on the boat to go to the big ship
Yeah.
Yeah.
to talk.
Mhm.
He's
Didn't your
he's the
parents
one
not
that
tell
set the
you?
ship off. We didn't know we were going anywhere.
to not get on boat.
Okay,
we only went to
but
talk.
we're the ones that
The
started
ship was
burning
sailing
it down.
away.
I
Okay, good.
am not on
You guys should kill some pirates.
Sailing away.
I just feel like he's
Regina.
I don't think we can blame Tim for our actions.
I think it's
Done.
100% you guys' fault.
So Regina.
I haven't killed anyone.
Do you saying that like it's one
Don't
of us?
worry.
Don't worry. We'll be okay.
Regina's going to call lightning upon air.
Lightning.
So that same
So she's just trying
that
to
same
up
cloud,
weather me.
yeah, that same cloud that was hailing sleet before,
Mhm.
turns an even more darker and ominous shade of grey,
Sure.
and then a peal of thunder, and then a crack of lightning, and before you know what's happened, you are surrounded by lightning.
Great.
I want you to do a
Do you not have a? I've got a mug here.
dexterity saving throw for me, please.
What? Sorry.
Dexterity.
It's dexterity saving.
Your best stat, I believe.
Also, you do that like we can't show the
My
code
best
cam.
stat?
We're sponsored by Pepsi.
What do you mean?
Dexterity is your best stat, right?
Oh, yeah. You're being sarcastic.
Yes,
It took me a
yes, I am.
minute. I just.
Oh,
Let's do that too.
Joshua.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. It just kicked me out of my character.
Get your finger
I'll
on
roll
it.
anyway.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Well, you should have +4 to this roll.
Mm-mm.
+4.
Yeah, because -1 dex plus
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
5 your aura.
+4, but then +5. 14.
Oh, 14.
4 plus 5. It's not 14.
Plus something. Sorry. So her DC is 16. So you get hit with a full force.
Oh,
Of cool lightning.
boy.
Props fine.
It's cool lightning.
Cool.
Cool.
This is not
Cool
cool. This
lightning.
is not
Are you the only
cool.
one that can heal?
It's like Harry Potter.
Well, no, he can actually. No.
Oh, and he's
Three.
invisible.
D10.
Mhm.
Oh, we'll be fine.
You're resting your hope on him?
1.
Hey,
1.
that's like death.
10. 12 points of lightning damage.
Okay, I can
Oh, that's
take that.
nothing.
Yeah,
Um,
as a lightning like crackles over your plate armor, and sparks off and
I
chars your
also
skin.
have 11 points. Yep.
If
Ah.
only
Yeah,
that's
someone
right.
with 68 hit points was with you.
Aya and Rumpold,
Oh, hang on.
you're up.
You can go first.
You're invisible.
Can I?
Yeah.
Voodoo me.
I don't mean this. Sorry, just as a question before. Can I touch
Yes.
myself with my lay on hand?
Yeah.
Oh,
you
my
can touch
goodness.
yourself if you want.
Alex,
Okay.
Don't let
That was
anyone
just
tell
a
you
question.
you can't.
That's just a
That's
question.
wildly inappropriate.
I'm
Not-
sorry, Betty.
Not during
you can-
battle.
Have some decorum.
Filthy.
What's Rumpold the Relentless up to? Well, you just tried.
Is Relentless incapacitated?
Not
No.
currently.
Wait
for
it.
She's leaning over the ship,
Hmm.
and I'm like this.
I've set a trap.
Yeah.
Remember, I set a trap.
Ah, so
And
when
then
she, when she makes a move, she's going to be snared, is she?
If she fails her throw.
If she has her throw. Okay, can I goad her
Yeah.
into attacking me?
Yeah, you can. You can
Ah, Relentless, you weak old pansy. Come and fight me, are you too scared?
roll an intimidation check.
Is that 20?
Yes. She got a.
8 plus 5, 13.
She got 17.
Aye.
She looks over to you, gives
Do
you
I get any
a
bonuses?
snaggle to.
to anything?
You'd add your intimidation
Yeah,
bonus.
we did that.
Oh, you did
Yeah,
already. Yeah.
so-
She gives you a snaggletooth grin, and says, "Don't worry, your time will be soon." I'll get to you soon enough. Fakeless.
That could
And
have
then
been a
she
better
gives you a nod.
burn.
She's not known for a quit.
From my invisibility, I just go, ooh.
Is there anything else you want to do? You can move, you've got bonus action, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
She hasn't taken your bait.
Can I dash her?
Yeah, you can dash at her, which
Yeah.
is just basically running up to her really quickly.
How did you
I'm
tickle you so
gonna
much?
dash at her and try and drop kick her off the boat.
Okay, so you want to try and push her, like bash
Yeah.
her. Okay, roll an athletics check for me, please.
Oh,
Did you
good.
try to
I'm
bodily shove
not good
her off
actually.
the
I'm not
side?
good at this.
And she's going to oppose it with
What are those
her
20s you had?
dexterity as well.
6 or 5.
She gets a 24. So you try and like tackle off her, and then exactly the same thing happened when you tried to drop her.
Ah, not
You
again!
try and rugby tackle her, and then you just go, "Tung," and it's you just like are trying to like grab the thigh of a giant. That's what it feels like. Just
God,
an
she's so
immovable object.
strong.
Yeah, you just bounce off her like a ping pong off her face.
Your fancy footwork is too fancy.
Okay. I guess that's all I can do.
Cool. So we'll go on to Aya.
Should I try and beat her up more, or should I touch myself and heal?
Touch yourself. Touch yourself. Touch yourself.
She's quite. Although she's
She's half dancing so quickly.
You're like,
I didn't say it like that.
Yeah.
Without making that anything.
It's just
I was zoning out. I was listening to what you were saying, and it makes more
yourself.
sense. It makes more sense. As somebody who
Touch
just
yourself.
died, trust me,
Touch yourself.
touch yourself.
I'm
Touch
gonna-
yourself
what
whilst you can.
would you do in that moment?
I think I have to touch myself.
We should all look away.
Yeah.
Khalil is delighted.
I am dead.
He is delighted.
No.
Feels a bit weird. This. I'm gonna give myself 30 hit points.
Okay, you now have 30 hit
Okay.
points.
I have 41 now.
Fine.
Oh,
Sure,
Right,
okay.
being like that. Oh god.
She's feeling confident after she
That's
touched
what you get
herself.
for touching yourself.
Yeah, you feel
I'm
pretty
just positively
confident.
glowing.
Speaking of constantly glowing, Chad, go.
I'm dead.
Make a death saving throw for me, please.
Don't say that. No, Chad.
No, Chad.
10
No.
or higher.
17.
Yes.
So you got one.
One success.
You're not.
Congratulations.
There it is.
Nikki is having the figurative poopar beaten out of her, whilst it's Relentless's go. Relentless is going to try and.
Snow.
Oh yeah, snare goes off. What do I need to do for that? Dexterity saving throw?
You need to just accept it. Ideally.
Dexterity
Dexterity 16.
28.
Oh! Oh no.
The trap goes off. And it just
Oh,
listlessly
She
just
is a
folds over
tough
her
cookie.
calf and then just dissipates.
She's quite big.
She's an imposing figure.
Big.
I feel like
She's not like
might be tougher than
massive,
Regina.
but she is. Huh?
I feel like
Do we
Relentless
wanna-
might be tougher than Regina.
That's why you hire a bodyguard.
Yeah, I know.
Do we
Oh,
Which is
God.
we didn't really acknowledge before.
Let's get her overboard.
What if we kill Regina though? Will she just stop? How will she be more?
I think we
angry?
need Regina alive, don't we? More so than the Relentless.
I'm really far away from all of you, so I can't really.
Hmm.
Oh, you're
Well, I'm
really
dead.
far away.
So Relentless is going to reach down
No, she's not.
and grab Mike by the throat.
Oh.
No, actually, no, she's not. She can give you a big old grin.
Grin. She already got a grin.
And once per day, she's going to try and summon a shadow demon.
Oh my god.
I think we're out
There's a
of depth
50. There's a 50% chance that she can do it. So I'll just use a d20, and evens, she fails. Odds, she succeeds.
You know we can't see that, right? Your screen is in the way.
Odds, she passes, and evens.
Camera
she
can't
fails.
see it anyway. I can't see it.
Odds.
Fail!
So she passes.
You said odds she passes.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn it! I can't use numbers.
You almost sound smart enough.
Odds she passes.
So,
Only I shrunk the boat. Sorry.
The
Critical.
summoned demon appears in an unoccupied space within 60
Yeah.
feet of its summoner and acts as an ally of its summoner and can't summon other demons. It remains for 10 minutes until it or its summoner dies or until the summoner dismisses it as an action. She's going to summon the shadow demon right next to the wounded Regina Hartigan to try and protect her sea queen. So as you're standing there,
Stand
this
next to you.
giant shadow demon appears out of...
You can knock the crap out of it. You're light.
I think we should surrender.
You know what I mean? It's shadow, and you're full of light.
Sure.
So,
So-
shadow
I need to revive you.
demon.
Or I've already got one successful saving throw. So
Don't say that so confidently.
But
That's
I
true.
can revive
Fair
you
enough.
so we can get her on board quicker.
yeah.
And that gives us
As
an
soon as
extra
as soon as
60
you revive
points that
me,
we can
I got a
get
way to
some
bring her
advantage.
on board.
Yeah.
You've got the best healing.
Can you
Oh.
make me invisible in the process?
Can you make us
Or I
all-
can fly. Sorry, I said
Or I can
yeah.
fly.
Or I can
So, weirdly enough, this shadow demon actually reminds you of you. It's got these smoky black, like ripped
That's not what I think I
wings.
look like.
No. But you know what you do look like.
I do know.
You know what you think you should look like.
Yeah.
But this demon sort of inhabits all the bad things that you wish you weren't. Yeah, and it just starts like it's got these huge distended arms with these multi-jointed fingers, and it protectively hovers above, like behind Regina,
Okay.
like a cowl almost. That's
Simon
Regina. That's Relentless done. And we're on to 11. Parter,
That's going to be
Parter,
a no from
what's
me.
up? What's going on? No, sorry. No, it's all right. Yeah. Parter, go.
You would.
I'm glad I'm invisible right now. Start stepping backwards quietly and turn around to wherever I can see Chad laying on the floor.
Yeah.
In a lizard, limp lizard.
Yeah. Limp lizard thing.
Stuff full of swords.
And I'm
Also my rap
gonna
name.
Okay.
not quite
Limp lizard?
so happily.
Limp lizard.
No.
That's your,
That's going in the
that's
book.
your
You soft shoe your way over to Chad.
I lay over and just give him a little cuddle.
Yeah.
You'll be alright.
Yeah.
I'm gonna comfort you right now.
No.
Oh no.
No.
Put my hands on his chest,
Mhm.
like we did outside time.
Oh, yeah.
What?
I caught it.
And
I caught it.
Alice.
my hands start glowing, and
That's what he said.
I want
He
to
couldn't be
cure
anything.
his
Caress
wounds.
him.
Cool. What level?
Level 100.
The highest level I've got a spell
9,000.
slot for.
Pretty
3.
high.
Level 3.
Oh.
You've
Yeah.
caught
How many d8s is
No,
that?
I was thinking about
that
12
is
D8s.
3
putting what he said
d8s
up
plus
later
5.
without anything.
It's fine, roll it. Do you want to roll it or do you want Chad to roll it?
Chad, it's 3 d8s plus 5. Do you want to roll?
Your own hit points or do you want Parter to roll your hit points
Or
for
can we
you?
go half and half?
Yeah.
Well, half and half on 3.
Yeah.
You hold hands for the third
You
one.
roll 1. You roll 1. I'll roll 2.
Cool.
Yeah?
That sounds good.
Good
Go.
luck.
Go for it.
4.
4, 5.
So 9, 13 plus 5, 18 hit points. You're on
Ooh.
18 hit
Thanks,
points.
Bubby.
Nice.
And you, as you're
Fuck.
invisibly hugging him, you act as if you are
Oops.
a,
A little bit too fast.
180.
You're 18, not
like
fine.
he's just shocked him
You
back
say
to life.
18 or
with your-
13?
18, 1 8.
Oh. Thank you.
You've like shocked him back to life, and as you do that, you just appear,
Oh,
like
no.
hugging him,
Ah.
and then all the pirates who were staring down, looking at the handiwork, now notice like you just like.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm so happy you're back. Oh.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah. They all start grinning and brandishing their, like,
I hate
sharpening
these
their
pirates.
swords.
Yeah, they're so
They're
smug.
awful. They're real jerks.
Stop me gently.
Party's done.
No.
So, we're on to Nero, everybody's favourite snake.
Oh, that's really nice.
I don't know about everybody's.
Definitely not mine.
Wow, okay.
You already hate me, you haven't met him yet.
It's probably going to eat my family at some point.
Nero's gonna go for Relentless.
Go for it.
7.
Yeah, he just
Stupid snake.
gets a little bit freaked out about the shadow.
I can't see him, he's not with me.
Oh yeah, he's not. He gets,
He's got another reason for
Yeah.
freaking out.
oh, what he does is he tries to constrict up her leg. As he gets close, he just slithers over a couple of ball bearings and just carries on going like through her legs, just like a roller skate
He's not that
made
smart.
of snake skin.
That's fair.
And he just overshoots his target, unfortunately. Poor Nero.
Oh, Nero.
We
He'll
cannot
be
get
alright.
this lady overboard, can we?
No.
Mike, what's Mike doing?
She's got sea legs.
Am I still like holding on to Relentless?
You're still holding on to your scimitar, which is around Relentless's neck, back of her neck.
Is
Yeah.
she looking at me?
No, she just summoned a shadow demon, so she's like distracted.
I change into Relentless,
Yes.
Okay,
but I'm keeping my smile,
all right.
and I want her. I
She
wanna-
looks back and furrows her brow.
I want to raise my eyebrow and go.
Mm.
And
And then she purses her lips.
as a bonus action, I would like to. I'm gonna summon my hound. Of
Oh,
Ill
your hound
Omen.
of ill omen.
Yeah,
So from beneath the cloaks in your robes,
phantom.
Phantom leaps out and then in midair transforms into a giant hellhound.
Oh,
Take
that's
that,
better.
Does he have his own initiative?
Yes.
Roll his initiative.
She
Slot him
gets
in
a
there.
shadow drop.
Sorry.
I'm assuming you have some kind of like papoose thing going on for
Papoose.
Yes.
Phantom. Yeah.
Babushka.
Babushka.
I mean, he's a shadow.
But you've still got a corporeal, physical presence.
You're saying words to me.
Oh.
3.
Corporeal
3.
presence. I mean.
Oh, 3. Okay. And you want... Oh, that's your action, bonus action done. Now it's Phantom's action.
Hey.
He,
Good dog,
he
good
goes for
dog.
the jugular.
Okay.
He
Goes for
goes
the
for the
throat.
jugular.
Yep.
Obviously.
Roll to hit.
Got a
So-
vial of red glowing liquid.
Okay.
You think I should drink it?
Drink what?
Maybe I should.
What have you got?
Got a vial of red glowing liquid.
Oh, we know that that's a healing thing.
Well, the one
I
that
used
you
it on
had
power.
was, yeah.
So
What do you get?
get her on
23
board
hits.
somehow.
Yeah.
Do your damage.
Somehow.
If only there was a spell.
There better be. Or
That
else my
I-
head's
Yeah, but you're
So
gonna be in the
it's-
middle of a fight and then this little thing's gonna come up and go.
I'm confused. If it says hit and then it says 10, then it says 2d6 plus 3 piercing damage.
Oh, roll 2d6 plus 3. That's just the 10 is just the average.
Oh, okay.
They do
sorry.
that as a little cheat sheet for dungeon masters if they don't want to roll the dice.
Okay. If the target is a creature, it must succeed on a DC 13 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
She passes. She got a 17.
So I can't carry on.
No, you can do the damage. She just doesn't get knocked prone.
Oh, right, okay. Cocked.
What's calling that?
Oh,
So 7. Oh no. Yeah, 7.
plus.
Oh, I added it. Plus 6.
So it's 13 points of damage.
Yep.
Specifically, jugular damage.
jugular damage.
Sorry, was that to
Jug,
Regina or was that to
Relentless.
Relentless. Yeah, so she's got now this giant hellhound like
Well done.
around her throat,
Also,
chomping down on her neck.
we are relentless.
Yeah.
Do
I
you want to
got that.
move? You still have a movement left.
No.
You don't want to be on deck and confusing people?
I
You could-
Order the sailors away up there.
Oh yeah, get the pirates off of us. Protect your sea queen.
because I know what I would do as Mike.
That's fair. That's fair.
Do you remember the photos of Spider Woman when she was on the side like this?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm on the, on the side like this.
Creeping like a freak
Yeah.
along the side of the
Because
boat.
I think parkour, it looks cool.
So at the top of the round, instead of going to the pirates, something else happens. The door to the lower decks bursts open,
Oh god.
and a man, an elderly man, with a long, scraggly, half-burnt beard
Don't kill him.
and long grey hair, runs out. He's got a leather apron on, and there's like scars and burns all over his body. The shirt that he wears is like burnt in tatters in some places. You even see like a couple of shards of like glowing crystal embedded in his skin. He's got this wild look in his eyes, like manic, looking around the ship. And he looks over and sees Relentless first, because you're there, and goes, "I've done it! I've finally done it!" And he goes, "Want me to do it now?" And Relentless looks over to him and just goes, "No, not now. We're in the middle of a fight."
Yes!
Roll an opposed persuasion check.
I like the chaotic energy.
Is that a 20?
Yeah.
17 plus a bunch. Oh, I just have to.
I can't believe this.
Uh,
Can't believe you've done this.
Oh god.
I'm so excited.
I rolled a 20,
Oh.
and I've got +1 to 21.
17 plus is this persuasion?
Yeah.
11.
So I cannot roll any higher. You got 28. So he's like, "You got it!" And runs.
I think he wanted to do it anyway.
I mean, he definitely wanted to do it. Yeah, he runs back below decks, and Regina's like, "You absolute fool! You have got no idea what you've done."
I mean,
So whatever happens that he's going to do is going to happen on initiative 1.
Should we leave the boat?
Which is next?
No, that happened initiative 25, and then what happens is on initiative 1. So we've got everybody else in between. So pirates go. They look confused AF. Regina orders half of them to run after that chap, so they skedaddle. 2 of them go from Nikki, and another 4 go from you. So 6 of them are gone. The other 4 try to stab Parter up. You are cradling Chad, so
Like a
they get to roll with advantage because you're prone on the floor.
Does the fire damage ever linger? If they, the ones that
You
really-
had a concentration going on, but because you got
Oh,
downed?
yeah.
it's out now. You could maintain it for a minute, but because you got knocked out, it's
Fine.
My armor class is so shit.
13, 1-3.
It's
That'll hit then. That'll hit. 9,
Misses.
nailed it.
10.
Misses.
That'll hit.
Hang on, how many are you rolling for?
Well, I got 8 attacks.
They get 2 each.
And 11.
What?
Misses.
Or 1 each.
Okay.
Wait, how many were attacking?
4.
There
but
was
we get
8,
to eat.
so you're doing 16. 4 have left, so now there's only 4 left. So they do 2 attacks, so 8 attacks,
Right.
of which 5 landed.
Right.
That's bad luck.
So I'm literally laying on top of you getting stabbed.
Yeah. Sad.
This is dramatic.
10,
Saving Private Chad.
14, 16.
I mean, you've literally got arm blades. So you
21.
can just be like,
There's
Maybe
4
I
of them. But,
oh.
31 points of slashing damage.
I die on you.
Nope.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
It's
He
okay.
does.
He's not dead.
No.
He's
Yeah,
just dead.
but this is too much dying,
I
even
know.
for not dying.
I know.
I whisper into Chad's ear. It's my time again.
Oh god. Again.
I'm just going to close my eyes.
I feel a bit
So
under the
cold.
weather.
Give you
And then I go,
So dramatic.
and then I say another thing as well.
Just one more.
Just one more. Look after my water boatman when I'm.
And the pirates start clapping. And off screen, someone just hands you an Oscar.
I know, the first Oscar for Dungeons and Dragons web series.
An Oscar is a monster.
Oh.
Somebody
no.
has a monster.
Lady
Grabs on the
proper
face
dead
and
now.
starts, yeah. No, it's
Super dead.
dead.
Wow.
Groovy.
That was dramatic.
Not groovy. What are you on about?
So, well, it was fun for me. Regina
We'll get you back.
is up. She's maintaining Core Lightning on yourself.
Cool.
And we're gonna get some
So I
help.
need you to do another dexterity saving throw.
Sure.
Was that
16.
my go? when I
17
said
plus
yes?
4
No,
plus
no, it's
5.
not going to go yet.
I really don't think we should have been on this
17
boat.
plus 4 plus 5.
You
26.
succeed. You only take half damage this time.
Before we get on to
2,
runes.
7, 1, 8. 4 points of lightning damage.
That's
That crackles
nice.
over your
This is fine.
plate armor.
Thank you.
And she starts circling around you
It's
a little bit
weird.
away from the shadow. So like keeping away from you but circling around, looking like she wants to get back down onto the
What,
main
she's
deck.
moving away from the thing that's protecting her.
Yeah.
Okay. Doesn't seem smart.
So that's Regina done. 15. Rumbold and Aya.
Arr.
Right.
Ah,
Right.
it's very on brand for Rumble.
I don't fancy me chances anymore.
Mhm.
Not against Relentless, anyway.
I'm gonna make a run for it.
Yeah.
Literally, I'm gonna
Oh,
run
okay.
across the water
Okay, really?
and
You're
try and
just-
run away.
You're abandoning ship.
Things aren't going well up
You
here.
brought us onto this ship.
I
We
did.
came for you. We came for you.
I know. I.
Is there anything you want to take with you? when you
Never
go?
trust a pirate.
Are there any valuable
Keep
things
jumping
in
off.
sight?
There's a whole bunch of ball bearings just like sliding across the deck at the
They
moment.
would-
Actually, no, they're not sliding across the deck because you're going so fast that they've been all pushed back to like the back of the ship. They're just like pinned against the
Ah.
wall.
Where's-
So the moment
where's the
So the moment I jump off, the boat's gonna make lots of distance in the other direction.
Yeah, it's going like 40 knots. So as soon as you jump off, it's just going to be gone. There is the trading boat that's still attached to the side of the ship. You could jump into that boat, cut the tether, and use that to scarper.
Also, something mental is about to happen.
Aye, that's what I was
The
thinking.
ship might explode.
Yeah, it's likely.
This shit might
Seems
explode.
likely.
We might all be made of gold.
Maybe he'll turn
Maybe
on the
it's gonna
turbo
teleport
thrusters.
somewhere.
Yeah, maybe. Well, like, he asked them, should I do it? Like, they might say yes, even though they're all on it. So it might not be explosion.
He's covered in singes, so I feel like there's gonna be like rockets that appear out the back of the ship, and we just like.
Also, if we all die,
Into space.
that's it. This is the last episode.
No, because we'll
We
have
had a
3
good
death
run.
saving throws each.
I think we'll fail
Tune
it.
in
if
Uh,
the
next
ship
week for
explodes.
death saving throws.
Anyway, I'm sorry.
Will the guy who's running away,
Mhm.
will he be caught by the people?
He's already below deck. He came up, was like, should I do it? No, yeah. He went below deck
Okay.
again. You feel like it's kind of fruitless sending pirates after him, but Relentless is like, no, you should not do this right now.
Can I, using a
So dumb.
equipment?
Tim
here,
wouldn't
sorry.
kill us all.
Would he?
Would he?
I think he would be right to.
Would
No,
he?
he's got that
Harrelson.
jacket, He doesn't need us anymore.
Also,
Maybe I
you'd
shouldn't
survive.
come to the ship.
You stay where you are, Pip.
The Adventures
And
of Pip.
Pip is aboard, and now the ship's a black hole.
You truly are the leader.
I will avenge your deaths. If that
Thank
makes
you.
you feel the same.
It does
You
make
are
me feel
the
that.
ground.
The world's going to explode
There you
anyway
are.
because we're not
There
anywhere
you
near
are.
fixing the cataclysm thing.
You're like, well, shit, we're having a great time. Fine pirates.
At least we won that game of kickball.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
all that matters.
But nobody.
No
But
one
nobody
knows.
The whole Sunshore think you lost horribly.
And we found the murderer. We know who the murderer is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we found him.
If we do save the
Mhm.
world, let's agree that the very first act of business is we have a public kickball game against the Sutton Shore Sharks.
Oh, we just killed them, execute
and we
them.
just kill them.
So,
Murder them all on the
In
pitch.
front of
You
everyone.
smash
You
them with
can't-
your flail.
you can't use
Just
magic.
smother them with a pillow.
You can't use magic in the field, so you just
Can you bring your weapons
go
to
old
the
school.
field?
What were you gonna do?
You can. Let's do it.
Sorry, carry on.
Help us save the world so we can kill them.
Or save your own skin and not
Yeah, do what your character would do.
experience whatever this is going to be.
You don't owe us anything.
I've got to go down with the ship here.
What do you want to do?
So, I am going to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to attack
Ooh,
Relentless,
nice.
Again.
but this time with my short sword and my dagger.
Okay. So, Mike is still adjacent to Relentless, so you get your sneak attack damage. So, a roll to hit with your short sword, first of all. A d20, and add it to your to hit modifier next to your
Oh,
short
God.
sword. And
2
beat
plus
a
7.
2 plus 7, 9. Unfortunately, it does not hit. Go for your dagger.
Go for
Actually,
dagger.
Thinking about it, go for dagger.
But it was a sneak attack, right?
It is, you don't get advantage on it.
Oh.
But I'm just thinking, how many attacks do you get? Because you're rogue. I think you might have 2 attacks per round, but I may be making that up.
Make it up.
Oh, okay. I made it up.
No one will ever know.
How could they? Actions in combat.
No one's gonna tell.
Once per turn.
Oh,
1 action per turn. But you get your offhand attack with your dagger. So roll for your dagger.
9 plus 7.
That doesn't quite connect, unfortunately. She's got
Oh.
AC 17. Wasn't
God
quite
damn it.
enough to get that dagger. That would hit, yeah. But he didn't want
Arr!
So unfortunately, you dive in there.
Bad rolls.
With your short sword, you try and stab her, but the ship hits a wave. You just lose your footing slightly. It goes off to one side. You bring your dagger around, and it's about to go into jugular, and she just catches the dagger between her pincers. Sink! And it's like an inch from her throat.
Whoa.
She just throws your arm back. It swings back. It's like
Everyone's
Relentless on
going for
Relentless
jugular.
with Relentless next to you.
Yeah.
There's 3 Relentlesses within a 5-foot radius. It looks baller, as they say.
Baller.
Yeah, right.
Aya's done. Rumpold's done. Chad,
God.
Wait,
you're
am I
awake.
done?
Didn't you? Sorry, Aya's going. Chad, wait for Aya.
Chad, hold
God.
your
That's
hand.
so
These things that I was gonna
Stay in
do.
your lane,
Um,
Chad.
Man.
Can I see anything that's going on around me?
If you look behind you, you would.
I'm just wondering if I should try and get rid of her or go and heal him.
So
Alright.
if it helps your decision, when you look behind you, you see laying kind of spread eagle on the floor
Yeah.
is Chad on his back.
Yeah, yeah.
And then lying limply on top of him
Mm-hmm.
is Parter, just cradling him.
Yeah.
And then there are multiple stab wounds in his back, and it's just
Yeah, that looks pretty bad.
staining.
He
And
looks like a
there's
weak
4
man.
pirates. 4 pirates just high-fiving each other, and then just going in for stabs, and then just high-fiving and then
Yeah,
stabbing.
I mean, that sold it to me, to be
But
honest.
I'm holding my
Um,
gnome statue like an Oscar.
Can you? Should you not try and? Because obviously this person is scared about what the guy below deck is going to do. So can you not try and be like, what's he going to do? Can we stop him?
I didn't see any of that.
You didn't see it.
No.
I wasn't there.
Oh.
Have you tried talking to Regina?
No, I haven't
Nobody has.
attempted any communication with her. But I'm saying if I don't heal, I don't think anyone else has any healing except him, who's dead.
Yeah.
So I think I need to
I've-
heal him before he died.
I've got a vial
you've
of
got it.
red
But
liquid.
also, you don't.
It's like every week.
I would rather she did it properly than we take a gamble on this red. I know she's got a red vial, but
In that moment, you see that.
Yeah.
It's probably
What's
a good
Regina
idea.
doing?
Regina's backing away from the shadow.
Yeah.
I'm trying to move slowly away from me by the looks of
And
it.
try and down back onto the main deck.
Yeah.
Save me. You're dead.
Um,
Shut up.
You're doing
I'm
really
just-
well against Regina, though.
I am, yeah. But I also don't necessarily think she deserves to die.
she's the
If
one that
you-
leads everybody.
If
Yeah.
you have that split second
How does it-
guilt of
Does that mean she should die?
should she die?
yeah, yeah.
Isn't
Try talking.
is
leading
Regina the one
the-
with the hat and the broom? Or
Do you
is
think-
Regina the bodyguard?
Mm.
I don't know.
Relentless is the bodyguard with the hat and the broom. Regina's the sea queen.
Yeah, but she didn't kill the sea queen. She sounds kind of cool.
Yeah.
She sounds like a dick.
I'm gonna.
It's my fault.
How far away is he? Can I reach him in a turn?
Yeah, you could do.
Okay.
If you adeptly catapult over where the ship's wheel is,
Yeah.
if you just catapult yourself over,
Yeah.
land on the deck, and then run over. You
Okay.
can do it in
When you're
30
looking
feet.
over,
If
at me,
I-
all you can see is my dead eyes looking at you as I'm standing.
And also, you get advantage if you shout parkour.
Yes, that's true.
That's the rules of the Right.
I'm gonna use my movement to get to him and then use my action to heal him.
Okay.
But before, as I'm doing that, I
Yeah.
just want to say to Regina, I have no idea why we're fighting.
and you're like, off the
have no
side,
idea.
and then sprint over towards Parker.
Yeah.
What kind of healing are you
I'm
doing?
sorry.
I'm so sorry.
I will give him.
All
I'm
the
sorry.
Cure wounds? Or
No.
lay on hands?
No,
Or
neither. My
None of
Yeah,
these.
healing
extra stab.
hands,
Your
which
healing
is for
hands.
some reason a
Let's need to
separate
figure
thing,
out some
It is.
healing
and it
spells.
restores 7 points of hit points to you.
So
Thank you very
what the wounds in your back start slowly knitting together, and you draw and you draw breath in.
Alright, you already got your Oscar.
And as you breathe in so deeply, your gnome just goes.
I'm also sat over him
Yeah.
in the same way that he's sat over
Yeah.
Chad.
You took a knee
Yeah.
and you just put your hand on his back.
Yeah.
It's like a
Which is
protection
healing.
chain. That's
It's
a
new
adorable,
sandwich.
guys.
Yeah. Now, Chad,
Okay, so he's alive. She's hanging out.
she's like
He's on
pushing
you and I'm
pushing
on
his
him.
him down into you. he's just
It's
sprawled
like
on
it's
top of
happened
you.
before.
It's like a dream I had.
I'm having.
Gross.
I'm kidding. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I have a brand new funky spell.
Okay.
It's called Galder's Speedy Courier.
Okay.
What?
So basically, what I can do is I can cast a little helpful air elemental to take a box
Yep.
with some stuff in it
Yep.
wherever I want in
Good
this
to go.
plane.
Whilst you're under us.
Yep.
With those jazz hands.
Oh, I still have to write the note to get it to.
With your
Yeah.
blades in blood.
Is that going to be an action in itself?
I'll just say you just can do it.
Okay, so with bladed
In the
blood,
bonus action, you scroll a
That's
hasty
very
note.
kind.
with bladed bloody arms, I write.
Even though he has a pen.
Get in box. Love Chad.
Okay. Are those two separate commands?
No, that's what I wrote.
There's no way you look at that and don't go, that's
Love,
what he would
comma, Chad.
do. This is legit.
I know exactly who that's from.
Sincerely, Chad.
Chad doesn't know sincerely.
So, anyways, I'm gonna write a note,
Yeah.
either a bloody one or an inky one, whatever you let me do.
Yeah.
I'm going to put it in this
A bloody
box
one.
and give it to my little air elemental.
Okay. I have 3 questions.
Hmm.
Question the first.
Question
What
the
do you
question.
say when you use this
Be
new
careful.
spell?
Answer the first.
Yeah.
Ding dong, knock knock, special delivery. What's in the box?
Love
It's
it.
a little message. That's what's in the box.
That is what's in the box. This
Yes.
time. Doesn't necessarily have to.
Who
have
knows
to
doesn't
be
have
this
to
in the
time.
box?
But this time it's a
Next
message
time,
box.
it could be a head.
The second question is, as you're summoning an air elemental, what do you want this little air elemental to look like?
Cute.
Me.
Cute.
Why
Me.
would I make it look like
A
you?
rhino.
You're thinking about me.
Does it always have to look that way?
Every time you
Actually,
summon it, it
that's
can
a
be
good
different.
idea
Yeah,
because
such a
then
nice
she'll know
legit.
that it's from me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it looks
Oh no,
like.
make it
Why
look like
can't
you
Looks
then.
like her.
Why can't it be
Oh yeah,
like
it should look like me. It should look like a little. It should
Yeah.
look like a little
Little
mini.
miniature you.
Like
If I
a
make
little
it look like
mini
someone else,
buff-
surely it's from me.
No, it could look like me. I'm gonna have it look like a little buff lizard.
Yeah.
Uh,
Hands on
Probably
hips,
just
blades on arms.
ooh.
And I guess I might be able to predict the second question, but
That's the
if you were
third
to
question.
if you were to give this the question the third, if you were to give this little mini elemental a name, what would you give it?
Chad Wizard, the 4th senior.
Okay,
Yeah.
Chad the Fifth.
Well,
Got
I
it.
mean, technically,
Yeah. So Chad was the
4th senior.
Cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
You pop the bloody note, hastily scrawled bloody note into the box.
Get in box, love Chad.
Goes in.
Box love
Yeah.
chat, 2 separate plans.
As the air elemental closes the box, it closes it in such a way that it just has to flex to close it. It looks like the least efficient way to close a box. Nonetheless,
That's how
Does
you know
that.
it's from me.
winks at you
Oh.
I went back.
and then spiral.
Can I
like a-
fist bump him?
and it feels like a gentle,
Kiss.
a gentle,
Gentle kiss.
gentle hot caress on the knuckles
Mm.
as he dissipates into a tornado and just out of existence.
Oh.
He sounds
So
cooler than you.
what this box does is basically I can deliver a message or whatever's in the box to anybody that I know. Then, essentially, if they remove the item from the box, then it disappears. Like my little Chad the 4th senior disappears.
You didn't say that in the note.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
Didn't say
I
no.
just said get in box.
Don't take
So
the note out of the box.
get in box with any questions.
Yeah.
I was, if I didn't have all of you guys piled up on top of me, maybe I would have written a better note. I don't know.
This is the ticket. We're not
Right,
the
right.
ticket.
He was so concerned about love chat.
So,
Love Chad.
so basically, if anything isn't removed from the box will then return to me. So my idea was that she would look at note, she would get in box would close, and box would reappear with Chad.
What if there's a box next to her in the room that she's in when she gets it, and it just disappears? She's gonna climb in a box. She's gonna be like,
Never
all right.
mind.
Climb in the nearest box.
Sit there.
Get in box.
Well, you really tried.
I really tried. I thought
mean-
that one out too.
I can see where you can see where you went wrong though, right?
I can see where I went wrong. I just wish that all of you saw where I was going wrong sooner.
I was not going to say anything.
It's only when you described what it did that we realised what it was wrong.
I just learned the spell.
You
even
didn't say
yesterday.
please. Where are your manners?
I'm trampled by pirates and people.
If you haven't already got it, gain inspiration.
I already have
For
it.
forgetting to write the instructions.
You get inspiration for like being very in character. And
Very in
very
character. Get inbox, love chat.
Groovy. Well, on that note, we're over to a Nikki who's just being pummeled to death by another two
Oh.
pirates.
That brought that down.
And and a Relentless. She's going to just put her hand on your face and just try and push you off of her. First of all, so you need to do an opposed acrobatics or athletics. Your
Before
choice.
she does that, can I do unsettling visage?
Is that a reaction?
When a creature you can see makes an attack roll against you, you can cause your reaction to impose disadvantage on the roll.
You can do that.
Nice.
So she's going to roll her athletics with a disadvantage. Yeah. Boo! And you do your opposed athletics or acrobatics, your choice. For hand in face.
8.
12. She just pushes you off her. So like your scimitar slips out from behind her neck, and if it wasn't for the slippers, you would tumble into the ocean deep. But instead, you are just like flailing like a tube armed man, but on the side of a boat,
I
love that.
connected by your feet.
More drunk Matrix.
Yeah. I think those two things are very like on the same path, aesthetically speaking.
Parkour.
Yeah. She turns, calls you a fool,
Arr.
and runs to try and get the guy.
Try and get the guy.
Yeah, the guy that she told everybody to not send back downstairs. You get an attack of opportunity as she runs past you. So roll to hit.
But don't we want to stop this guy?
5 plus
We
7.
might all
Yeah, she escapes unscathed. You try and
Probably
take like another swipe at her as you take a step forward, try and plunge your short sword in her as she runs past, leaving herself undefended. You accidentally slip in a ball bearing, a loose ball bearing, just like whoa, and you end up tucking your short sword into her belt. No, no! But it's okay. There's another short sword next to you from a recently dead pirate, which you can pick up.
You've not even cast grease, and we're still tripping over.
Okay.
Embedded in our group.
So that's Relentless's go. She's buggered off.
Can you pass the wine? As a quick cut down.
Parter.
The water.
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 Parter. You're on 7 hit points. Chad has just been casting beneath you, gesticulating, making magic, bumping,
Making magic down there.
bumping fists with his air self.
You're part of this.
I know, I'm not one of these.
You're part of this.
You're part of this.
You're home. There are still 4 layering, looming pirates above you. Still
Octopus
high-fiving
and-
themselves.
Octopus.
Many of them had damage.
One of them has.
Have you missed the hound's turn?
Yeah, I think turn into an animal is a good strategy just to keep in your
No,
life
because
right
he's
now.
on the 3.
Well,
Got
So he's right at the end. So he went like immediately after you cast him, pretty much.
I'm not going to turn into an animal just yet. I am
He's gonna
going
die.
to
Who's an octopus? He can swim away when it's
con.
And save us all.
It is suckers.
I'm gonna level up on the octopus, turning into an octopus.
I
I'm
thought
going
you
to
just got I'm just
conjure.
gonna level up.
If we could do
I
that.
have 7th level spells now.
I'm going to level up to the highest level.
Okay.
I'm going to conjure an animal,
What animal are you going to conjure?
a singular animal,
Singular.
Oh god.
a plesiosaurus.
Okay.
Cool.
Isn't that a water-based?
Yeah,
Okay.
but he's got a long neck, so surely he can. Yeah,
What's the
that's
size?
what I'm thinking. Or attack the ship.
Okay. How
Uh,
fast can it swim?
Attack the ship.
yeah,
The ship might explode.
We're on the ship.
we can all breathe underwater.
Oh, we can get on the back of the.
No, we can't.
The
Yes, we can.
Papasaurus.
The Papasaurus.
Um,
Oh, that's nice.
I have got the details of this plesiosaurus.
Basically, I'm asking because you're currently going at 40 miles an hour in the ship, and if you cast it in the water,
Oh,
it's going to very rapidly get left behind.
Bye.
thank you for being so kind to me. How fast is
It can't go that
40
fast.
foot? Okay, right.
Yeah.
So I changed my mind. I changed my mind and I cast.
Great ape.
Uh,
No.
A camel.
A tomcat.
A giant
Polar bear, a rhinoceros, or a saber-toothed tiger?
Rhinoceros.
I mean, all of them are mental on a ship, but you do you.
I mean,
Well-
rhinoceros is probably the most mental to get put on the
It
ship.
might fall right
Then
through
I
the deck.
cast rhinoceros.
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 What turned him off the giant sea creature? What turned
So,
him
yeah,
off
do
the
that.
giant sea
Rhinoceros
creature?
appears.
the ship's going at 40 miles an hour.
Oh, and it
go
can't.
invisible. No, I can't. Shit.
You already used your hide for this day.
Am I under her still?
Yes. You
She's got her hand on your back, but you can slither out if you want to.
yeah, I'm not keeping you there.
Stay down, Parder. You make
Am
a
I near a
rhino
door?
off in the distance.
Am I near
But
a
they're
door?
less likely to stab you. if they're moving.
Well, actually, you're near the hold, so you could like slither into the hold.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Belly
roll.
shuffle.
Yeah, I'm gonna like as quickly
Yeah.
excuse me, sorry. As quickly as I can.
Yeah.
Head there, shut the door.
Okay.
Like lean against it, be like.
Okay.
Whilst I've left the rhino.
I would advise you do the disengage action, otherwise you'll get 4 stabs to the back. So disengage is an action.
Disengage action.
Yes. And then you go 30 feet and just hide in the storeroom.
That's the exact move I do.
Okay. And there's now the rhinoceros. Does that act on your turn? What does the spell say when it comes to animals?
Yeah.
I'll let you look that up.
What's
Whilst
the
we
rhino's
go to-
name? Sorry.
Fun.
Importance of it.
Hang on.
Rongo?
I haven't thought that far. Hang on. 2 seconds.
Gerald.
Nero's next.
Okay.
And then phantom.
Summon creature friendly to you and your companions. Roll initiative for the
It's
summon
Nero.
creature as a
It's
group,
Phantom,
which
and
has
then-
its own turns.
Something happens in one.
It has its own turn.
All right. Roll
Can Nero
initiative
do this?
for
Not
the rhino.
just bite.
I don't know. You summoned
16.
Plus its dexterity score.
a pretty cool.
Let me get the
reptile.
rhino. Hang on.
Okay.
I should have definitely thought of this.
It's probably going to go below the pirates, but above everybody else. I imagine. Right, I'll let you find that out.
Yep.
And we'll go to Nero. What's
Nero's gonna go for Relentless
Yeah.
and go for her claw because
Okay,
he's
claw
a
arm.
dick.
Yeah.
15.
15 does not hit, unfortunately. Again,
Serves him right.
it gets off the rollerballs and goes straight for her, but she's pelting down. He tries to keep up with her, snapping at her heels, but to no avail. Just kicks him away at the last moment.
That's rude.
How big is this snake?
Phantom.
Smaller than his
Yeah,
arm.
dexterity. Might as well.
When she moved away, I'm guessing he's not round her juggler anymore.
No. Correct. He's not around the jungle. Unless there needs to be I don't think there is a. That was just more flavour
Oh,
than an
right.
actual like hold effect on her.
Okay. He was like,
You just like hum, and then napkin.
I like.
Yeah.
I go again.
Okay. He's gonna bound after her.
Yeah.
Roll to hit.
Turns into a
Um,
psycho when he's
with-
on.
With pack tactics, the hand gets advantage on an attack roll
Because Nero's next to Relentless.
because
Mmm.
I'm the.
But she's moved away from you. She's run away
How far?
30 feet. But the hound can move 30 feet, and Nero is right next to Relentless, so it still counts.
It's got a little snake friend.
Snake friend.
Okay, snazzy.
That classic snake hellhound combo. You know.
The hijinks they get up to.
It's nice. Okay, good.
To get.
Not good.
12.
So I feel like Nero and Phantom like both trying to attack Relentless, and they just kind of get intertwined with each other and like preventing each other.
They're
from
distracted
really
because
They're
they're new
too good of
friends.
friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're just like
Shouldn't have friends.
face to face now, awkwardly looking
He's
side
like
eyeing
each
each
a
other.
other.
hound of demonic hell.
Yeah, and this is a weird, creepy hypno snake monster, and it
Yeah.
loves him.
Hypno snake.
You know, hypno snake.
Bando will not be part of this round.
So we're on initiative 1, where the thing
Uh-oh.
happens.
Uh-oh.
I feel as our guest, I would like you to roll the random table that I have. So if you grab your d4,
Please roll well.
Try and get
It's all on you.
I need you to roll that and tell me what number you get.
3.
3.
Uh-oh.
Is there a smirk on his face?
I mean,
Oh.
I'm not on the boat, but I'm still scared.
You could be the last living one of
Cool.
us.
3.
You're about to go.
So, all right.
He looks happy.
He looks very happy.
There is, as everyone's on the deck, there from the hold, especially you, from behind you, you see it first. there's this green glow that starts permeating. You can see it reflected on the wall back in your eyes. And then everybody else starts seeing this ominous green glow coming from below decks, like piercing through the floorboards of the deck. And then this keening, this really high-pitched whine starts, and it just goes up and up and up in the register until it can't be heard anymore. And Regina just stops in her tracks, goes wide-eyed, and then just with her mechanical arm just clamps down on the nearest like railing.
It is
Just holds on.
Hold
And
on,
then
Regina or Relentless?
Relentless, just like holds on to this. And it goes, the air goes like, you can start tasting like something metallic in your mouth. And the air goes really thick. And then you all black out. So, back to Pip.
Did we get transferred to a different plane of existence?
Or exploded it on.
Bernie!
This
Bertie did
He's never
axe
invited.
destroys the ornate lead glass window in front of you, tumbles almost in slow motion and just impacts in this wooden beam next to your head. And you can see more blue flashes coming from outside. What do you do?
I
Live.
I live.
I choose life.
Am I near an exit?
You can make many exits if you wish. There's a door in front of you, the windows. You could try and go out the kitchen.
Where from whatever the opposite direction the axe came from.
Yeah.
I run to the exit the opposite.
So you go through the kitchen,
Yeah.
hoping that you find like a rear exit to the alleyway behind. So as you burst in, you see this human that's wearing a chef's hat and chef's whites. And he's got a very well-oiled, like squared-off beard and a big wax moustache.
Is he screaming at me?
And he's covered in like tattoos up his arms, and he's just salt baying into like a stew, and he just like gives you the eyebrow as you run past and a tut, and you just throw the rear door open and you're in this alleyway. Alleyway is all cobblestoned and it's full of like refuse behind here. No one really uses it. There's hardly any light. The sun's going down, so it's all casting in shadows. You see multiple like rear entrances to either domiciles or businesses down this narrow alleyway. Looks like this is just purely for access.
Is the sky open to me?
Yeah.
I cast jump and I jump up onto the roof.
Okay. You $6 million man onto the top of the roof.
Parkour.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. And you definitely like land on one of the sloped terraced rooftops.
And then what can I see around me now that I'm
Now you're in the rear part of it.
Yeah.
You can just see into other people's windows at this point, and across some of the rooftops, but there are multiple split levels in this alleyway here.
I just start running across the rooftops, jumping where I need to.
Any
and just
particular, or just the easiest way?
Away from wherever the.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like you to roll 3 acrobatics checks for me, please.
Parkour.
Parkour.
Mhm.
Acrobatics.
Have a nosy
Yes.
at whether or not our friend lived.
Oh yeah.
The woman that just left.
Sorry.
Go on.
I'm on my own.
Cut and run.
Sorry, what am I doing? Athletics?
Play, acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
Yeah. Oh no, sorry, it was athletics. My bad.
Oh, can it
You're
be
you're jumping.
acrobatics? Okay, so 3 plus 3. 12 plus 3.
Okay.
And 3 plus 3.
So I need you to do a dexterity saving throw first of all,
Oh,
as you
oh.
try and jump the first one
Dex.
and massively underestimate.
So I cast jump. can
Oh, you
jump.
do have jump.
I can jump.
You should roll with advantage then.
Falls into an alley.
Roll,
So roll again.
roll again for
Yeah.
all of them.
You passed the second one, so roll
Okay,
again for the
roll
first
two.
one.
13 plus 3.
Yep, you passed, and the third one.
15 plus 3.
You're fine. You just bound from rooftop to
Jump,
rooftop,
jump, jump, jump.
using your like
Like the BFG.
very Like-
Sticky feet.
sticky hands, like the, you know those things that you throw against a wall and they just slowly.
Yeah.
That's you,
That's
but on
me.
rooftops.
It's a very 80s
My
reference.
knees.
Yes, thank you.
Little man.
From the 80s.
Which one?
And eventually you, the adrenaline starts draining from your body. You start feeling like a stitch in your chest. and you realise you've been running for like the last sort of 5 minutes straight, sprinting across rooftops. You don't know where you are. You're on top of a roof that you don't recognise. The sun's setting, but you don't hear the sounds of battle anymore.
Okay. I'm gonna jump down
Mm-hmm.
into the streets. Is it busy or is it empty?
Let's find out. Find out where you are. So you jump down into like a residential area. It's one of the smaller, narrower streets. It's mostly access to people's residence, and there's a couple of people, like a couple of groups of people, going home by the looks of it, like for the end of the day. Either they've been shopping during the day, or they've been running errands, or they've just finished work. No one's really paying you any mind, even though you just like scaled down a large building.
I'm just gonna pull up my hood
Uh-huh.
of my cloak, and I'm just gonna try and blend in with the crowd.
Cool.
And just walk.
Yeah, you don't really have any trouble. You're far enough away, and nobody outside the building saw you escape, or even saw you inside the building. You feel like you're pretty confident that you can blend into the crowd. No one approaches you, wanting anything surreptitious. You get a couple of people like asking you for money or wanting to sell you things as you're walking through town, but nothing like, you don't hear any chases or sounds of chases or anyone like, hey you, stop.
Okay.
Hey you, don't stop.
I'm concerned about where my friends are.
Yeah.
And I'm concerned that I've not heard from them.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what I don't know.
No.
Where they are.
If only there was a bot.
No.
Oh, I'm scared. I don't know my own.
What do you want to do
Where's
I don't
Bando?
know.
with your evening? You're kind of like, you're a little bit despondent, walking through Sutton Shore, hands in your pockets, hood up.
Are you saying anything to Bando?
It starts lightly raining.
Oh no, yeah, but that's so sad and melancholy.
You like rain. It's
Yeah.
I like rain. At least I feel. I
You look at yourself in the reflection in the puddle. Yeah, it's distorted slightly.
I rain
Hands in your
drops,
Yeah.
but oh, it's my tear.
Well,
Hands in your
Um,
pockets.
If you had a mobile phone,
If I had a mobile phone,
you could go on TikTok and make those really cool horror videos
Yeah.
of the reflection.
but like me
Puddle.
crying.
What's
Yeah.
TikTok?
Sponsored by TikTok.
but instead you can just use Stony Tony's.
I
Ding
don't
dong.
know what to do.
This is 2-hour-long video of the
I-
anti-TikTok.
Who in this town do we know and / trust? No one.
Well, we did know Nikki, but she's currently being beaten
Trust no one.
Go
so-
back to the tackle shop. Ned is the only one that
Yeah.
we know.
He might be
maybe.
awake by now.
Yeah.
Did you see him
Mm.
knocked out with? Okay.
No. But then
up. I gave him some.
I'm worried that
Someone
people know
poisoned
where we are.
it.
Oh,
I'm worried that if I go back to the tackle shop, that's where I've been, so
Mhm.
people will know that I've been there. So okay, I'm gonna go to the tackle shop, but not in,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna like try and scope out from afar
Okay.
and see if it's been like broken into,
Cool.
or if there's like ominous blue lights and axes hanging
Roll
about.
an investigation check as you casually walk past on the opposite side of the street, like towards the broken down walkway.
Casual.
Investigation.
Yeah. You're just kind of like making it look surreptitious, like you're not looking, but you are looking, but you're not looking.
Only a 9.
A 9. So you don't see any signs of breaking and entering.
Okay.
The door is open, and as you walk past, you do see a figure in there, sitting down at one of the tables, and then you just carry on walking.
Can I walk back?
Yeah,
And
you're
check
like
again.
you go to the hole, and you're like, oh, I can't walk this way. So the whole street collapsed. I've got to head back, I guess. Kick your feet up. You walk past. You take more of a look in, and you see what looks like he's wearing Ned's clothes. I think it's probably Ned. He's just sitting at a table in the back, just chilling.
Can I send Bando in first?
Yeah.
To check if it's safe.
Yeah, Bando flies in and telepathically flies in, sits on one of the table in the middle of Knackle's tackle, scopes out the place, and then sends you an okay. Seems
Okay.
safe.
I'm gonna go in.
You enter. There is a very fine layer of dust over everything. Very fine, like a day's worth of dust.
Okay.
Doesn't look like anyone's been in here today. The door was open. Ned looks like he's asleep in the corner.
poor Ned.
But he looks like he's got quite a stained shirt on. You don't hear any sounds in the rest of the building.
Did you take his hand? Okay, I'm gonna tap him on the shoulder.
You give Ned a couple of taps on the shoulder. He doesn't wake up.
Is Ned dead?
Do you want to do a medicine check?
Dead,
It's
baby.
not dead.
Yeah, it's dead.
Pick up a keyring.
It's fine.
Hidden harmony.
A medicine check.
Please.
14.
He has no pulse, and his skin is stone cold.
I
So he
Oh, you killed her husband.
I once again bail the fuck out.
Yeah, his chin and neck and the front of his shirt is stained with black.
Oh dear.
I bail. I run.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah, and you run into the night.
Run into the light.
We'll just go back to you guys.
Oh,
I am so lonely.
You don't know how much time's passed.
No.
You all experience
We look at her arm.
That's good, actually.
the wheel of time.
We'll look at your arm.
Stars are spinning past you ever faster until they turn to streaks of light. Then it's like you're looking at a murky pool, like just covered in shades of blue and green.
Like when you
Purple.
go to sleep.
Yeah, like when you see those
When you
flashing
see the
lights. Yeah. Just like that. Like a normal night's sleep. That's what I'm saying. Then you look into this pool at this reflection, and it's you, and then a ripple, and then it's someone else in your party. Like Parter looks into it, and it's Chad. Chad looks into it, and it's Aya. And you all start like melding into one, and then it all goes white, and you feel like you're floating on air, like a cushion above you, and you don't know which way is up or down. Like your equilibrium is no longer like working, but it feels really hot and safe. But you don't want to be here anymore. Like you remember you have things to do.
You have me.
There's a countdown. The world's depending on you, and then you snap out.
I forget that all the time.
You wake up in various states on. Actually, it's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Does it count as a long rest?
This does count as a long rest.
Good
Ah,
question.
well done.
Not that I needed it.
You're on board. You're not.
You don't think
You
I'm
are.
stupid?
You are.
It's a good question.
You are. So you four,
Saying you are.
not Mike, wake up like face down on the cold deck of the ship. You don't feel the movement of the sea. You're quite aware of the movement because it's not something you're usually used to. You haven't been on ships that much. But it's now stationary somehow. And you look up at the sky and you're not moving. The sails are still furled up from when you were like shooting through the sea using the gem crystals, the Starbucks. Mike, you wake up, but you're in half in a shallow pool of water, and your face is pressed up against a cool, smooth rock. When you look over, you see the ominous silhouette of Sally's ruin, but it's half embedded, not like crushed or crashed into, but like phased into the side of this rock that you're laying on. So like half of the bow is just inside the rock, and the rock is inside the ship, and there's just seamless hull, then stone.
You travel planes.
You look around, and when you look to your right, you see the rest of the ocean. It's a cloudy day. You don't feel it's the same day. And we'll end the episode there.
Oh.
So there's just this random rock in the middle of the ocean.
This is the monster rock.
That's probably the most unbelievable part of the story.
There would never be a rock in the middle of this ocean.
I'm
So-
so alone.
know what's going on.
Indeed.
Are you guys even in the same plane of existence?
Got no
I
idea.
don't think so.
You have
Because
no
But the
idea.
little
I've
man
been
can
told
travel
it's not
through
the same
planes,
day.
so it's fine.
But he didn't get to me in time.
No. So anyway,
Box.
I'd like to thank our guests,
Wizard the
our
Fourth
players.
Senior.
I'd like to thank our players, Ellie, Josh, Annie, Bertie, Khalil, and Alice. I'd like to plug your social media. Now's an amazing time to do so.
At Ellie Bav.
At MCM Josh.
At Annie_Squirrel.
At Clert.
At Chad Boys 3, Chad Boys for life. Yeah, he gets it.
Boys
Yeah.
for life.
At ALUCYE.
I'm at MCM_Tim. I'd like to say a special shout out to Bertie. Thanks for being on the last 4 episodes. It's a pleasure
You were
having you on
amazing.
board. It's been a delight.
Oh, sure.
I hope to have you back soon.
Sorry, I've ruined everything.
It's what these guys do.
We
It
will
was
see.
so much
all the
fun.
Sorry
time.
for transforming you into a different plane of existence.
Bye, Bertie.
Right. Remember, if you don't know what to do, just roll over and die.
At least I got a cool pirate outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
You've got my hat though, haven't you, Parter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The silk hat.
Genuinely, thanks, Betty.
Yeah.
It's so
you're
much
welcome.
fun.
Yeah,
Thank
you
you
were
for
That
having
was
me.
really fun.
You're very entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a
You're a
natural.
great pirate.
I didn't do very many good rolls that time. It didn't quite all go to
It
plan.
balanced out.
You
It's
had
one
all
of
your
the first
20s last week, didn't you?
Yeah.
Would my rhino still be?